Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Door Shredder coming back to you with a brand new episode of the FTB NeoTech Mod Pack. And we are getting into version 2 of automating chickens because I found some issues. One of those issues is with the actual incubator, and I kind of hinted at this in that episode, in last episode, where there is a potential for the eggs in the incubator to go bad. And I was correct. That is actually the case of this incubator. Let's get into talking about how this functions, because I'm going to build 2 of these on camera and get the rest of this going here for us. So, I think I've got everything in my inventory. I just need to grab our breeders and incubators, and let's get placing. So, breeder, these are seeds, of course. And then we are going to need... Where are my... Okay, I've got 2 hoppers here. Perfect. So, hopper. And we're going to do barrel, item pipe. And we can just connect to these sides here. Okay. So this is output blacklist, just blacklist. So this is where the chicken storage is going to go. And we're going to kind of build this now, since I've got this top portion done. We're just going to build this from breeder down and then to the right, okay? So, item pipes, or just pipes, I guess in this case. And we're going to right-click, and we are going to put in the medium extraction, and then we're going to put in the tag filter module, okay? And we are going to say eggs, allow, and then do chickens, eggs, okay? Same thing here, medium extraction, tag filter module, chicken egg, allow, chickens eggs. I keep messing that up. And then from there, we're going to want 2 barrels, which I actually might not have any more gold barrels here. But we can actually take this barrel and this barrel, because this is going to be our gold and diamond setup here. So gold and diamond. Okay. So as of right now, if we put chickens in here, eggs are just going to go down. Okay. Nothing else, just eggs. So the next portion of this is going to be another set of pretty pipes. And I'm actually going to grab our pipe wrench out here, because we're going to need to disconnect and disconnect. And then grab an incubator. I don't think these have stored inventory. Okay, this one does. So this is actually one of the examples here. These are all zeros. These are all bad eggs. Okay, so incubator here, because I put gold eggs here. And let's get that turned off. That's fine. It doesn't really matter if they get pushed in there. And then we're going to just get this incubator put here. And now we can actually do some filtering here. So what we're going to do is I've got 2 bad eggs. I believe those were bad eggs. Yes, so these are the bad eggs. So these front ones are bad eggs. And we can actually just quickly verify with getting an ovoscope. This is kind of the only reason you need an ovoscope, is to verify if something is actually incorrect. Or non-viable in this case, right? So this golden chicken egg, will just let it go. And this actually needs specifically to be the chicken egg that you are needing to remove. So the non-viable gold chicken egg in this case. That's why I'm so specific on getting a non-viable. So we're going to put an extraction module, a data filter module, and we're going to put in a bad egg and click disallow. Okay? We're going to keep it on disallow. So this basically says, hey, if there's any non-viable eggs in here, just don't do anything with them. Keep them in this barrel. Anything that is viable will then be sent up here. Okay? So, with that being said, you can see that none of these are going to move besides the viable ones, right? So you can see this very last stack just sent out 9 eggs. Now they're all in there, which is fantastic. And one of the other things is, and I made sure of this, these, even though they say progression or progress is 0, they don't get pulled out. This specifically has an NBT tag in the back that basically says viable or non-viable. And that's kind of what we're searching for rather than any of the other information we're seeing here. Okay? So now what we need to do is we need to do voiding of these things, right? We want to get rid of these non-viable eggs, especially out of the incubator. So we're going to put down a trash can, and this is actually kind of a little bit weird to put down because you do need to make sure you don't just have one cable in trash can. You need to have cable trash can because it will not pull out if you only have one cable. So let's get some cables placed here. And I'll clean this all up here later because it's going to be funny and do that stuff. Okay, and then we're going to put a pipe here, and then we're going to put a pipe here, and we are going to then put a medium extraction, data, and... Seriously. Give me a bad diamond egg, and we've already got the gold ones, which are in here. And we will then put allow bad chicken egg. Can't shift click. And then bad diamond egg. So basically what this is going to do is it's basically having a filter for both of these because they're both going to be able to extract. It's just they are going to look for these items specifically. Okay? So let's make sure that there's no funny business happening. And there, let's get energy, and then water. And that should actually jumpstart the incubators, right? So we should now just need to get the data filter module placed in here, which we're going to disallow the bad chicken egg, and that should send us off to the races. Okay? So that is a large portion of this completed. We just need to get a few more pipes set up, which is getting the chickens out of the actual incubator and pushed into the barrel itself, which of course requires a chicken of any sort to allow for us to just filter using the chickens tag. Chickens, whatever it is. Yes, chickens. That is actually what it is called. Okay. And then we're just going to get the eggs back out, and we're going to toss them back in here. And that should be golden. Okay. And then, of course, we actually do, before I forget, want to do this as well, where we are throwing the proper eggs out of here. So we actually need to pull out a bad egg and pull out another bad egg, because I forgot to set the filter down here. So this is allow instead of disallow. So allow, and then we actually just need to do this, and that should start sending off a lot of the bad eggs that we do not want to see ever again. So the next thing we need to do is just get the egg breaker set up, which is actually not going to be that difficult. Because all we're going to do is we're going to run a pipe underneath here, and I actually did forget one thing, which is a low priority tag module thing, just so that way we know it's not going when it shouldn't. Okay, so let's grab our egg breakers, egg crackers, and we're just going to do this and do this again. Okay, and then we can just make sure that we have lowest priority, just because I want to make sure. And then the power cables can just come through here. There we go. Okay. So, why are you not pulling? Unless that's not a bad chicken egg. That should be a bad chicken egg, though. So I think what we could try instead is replacing it with a good one and just go for it. Apparently these were bad. Let me ovoscope one of these here real quick. Are these bad eggs? Maybe I picked up one of the only good ones that was in that chest. Okay, so that was correct. So that is a bad egg. That was on me. So this one's functioning correctly. Everything should be good. We just need to get this top portion done, which is actually allow chickens. Just take these back out and put them back in here since they don't have any progress. And then for these, we're just going to void these and then void those. Okay, so I did forget about outputting the items, but that's not really going to be that difficult. We're going to have some weird finickiness whenever I quickly place down some pipes to then put here. And then we're going to grab a couple barrels, which I don't... Actually, I do have barrels. Perfect. I grabbed 2 more. And then now we're just going to need to do extraction and the tag filter. So let me get a couple more extraction upgrades because I am out of them. I made 8 of them. We've used all of them. So looks like I got 1 in here. And the ability to make another. Perfect. Okay. So we, of course, just want to make sure that we have the chicken eggs disallowed, chicken's eggs, and the same thing here. We just want to make sure we have disallowed, chicken's chicken eggs, and then we can just toss these guys back in here and let them process. So this is it. This is version 2, and I think this is extremely solid compared to the previous version. And I think with Pretty Pipes, yes, this is definitely a lot more expensive. There's definitely a lot of cost with all these upgrades and stuff. So I'm going to let this stuff run. Also, this line, this space between these really doesn't need to exist. I kind of just did that because I feel like it makes it a little bit easier to understand. You really could put this one right next to this one. You just have to make sure, of course, to disconnect all the pipes. Didn't feel like doing that. And then sooner or later, of course, we'll have this item pipe run along this wall and then be able to come out and then do more hoppers, which will be fantastic. So, good stuff. Good stuff all around. Okay. Let me get to work on creating some more of these, and we will hopefully just really have a decent, good old fun time with this. Alrighty, so I have completed 4 more of the systems, the V2s, I guess we could call them here, and these aren't that bad to make. It just takes time. And I really don't mind making these. They definitely are more efficient and are definitely getting us very, very good loot. Because, of course, now we've got iron, which is that one, redstone, which is this one, the quartz, which is this one, and the glass one, which is there. Of course, there's quite a lot more chickens to do. These are going to be a slow-rolling process. So the top ones here are the more vital ones. I couldn't really care too much about the ones down here, which are the dyed chickens, the smart chicken, the snowball chicken, and the water chicken, of course. The water chicken's kind of useless here. But all of these top ones, I could really use. The log chicken, it's not priority. So some of these, you can use them. I just don't really care too much about them. But yeah, we've got like the ender pearl chicken, soul sand chicken, nether wart chicken, clay chicken. The blaze rod chicken is actually done. That is the one, I believe, that is in that back corner. You can see the blaze rods kind of going through over there. So we've already actually got that one complete. And we've already got a lot of blaze rods. Let's actually go check real quick and see how our storage barrels are doing over here. Because I have been upgrading stuff to diamond tier. Because, of course, we have enough diamonds to do so. Yeah, so we've got 10,000 emeralds, 10,000 blaze rods, 10,000 diamonds, 5,000 copper. Of course, we don't have a copper chicken, by the way. So, 2,000 iron, and we are 9,000 gold nuggets, which is exactly what the chickens make. So, 1,000 gold ingots. This is going to be the one that I may want to double the chicken, like, setup for, because gold is important just outright with the fact that gold plates are required on a lot of crafting materials, crafting recipes, I guess I should say. So just keep that in mind. I'm also going to quickly grab gold or diamond to gold. Is that what the one where we're looking for? Yeah, this one right here. And just kind of get some of these other really not vital, but still pretty vital kind of stuff upgraded. I do know I want to get the glowstone chicken. I believe there's a glowstone chicken, isn't there? Yes. I want to get that one. Let's actually see, because I'm going to set this out and kind of just let you guys know which ones I'm going to build as of right now. So glowstone, definitely. Obsidian, definitely. Slime, that'll be a pretty good one. Ender pearl chicken. The lava chicken I'm going to have to do some other shenanigans with because, of course, it outputs a fluid rather than an item. So that one's going to require me to mess with fluid pipes, which is actually going to make things a little bit simpler and a little bit more, a little bit cheaper, I guess you could say at the end of the day. So that'll be pretty good. But I think these are the next 4 that I want to do. And let's see, I think leather chicken, I don't know, would leather really be that useful? Because I know we've got the arrests leather. What can we use this for? There's 19 recipes. Yeah, for like the sophisticated backpacks, it's not a bad idea. Conveyor belts, books. I don't really see a whole lot of reason to get leather, so let's just put this one back up here. Prismarine might not be a bad option. Get the prismarine crystals and shards. Gas tiers. Gunpowder may not be bad. And I think that should be good for right now, because that would be 2 sets of these machines. Alright, so real quick, I want to talk about kind of removing some of our pipes and upgrades and stuff out of the system. Because I've just spent a little bit of time kind of just figuring some stuff out, right? That's kind of what I've been doing for the last little while. As I've been building a new system, I've been just kind of thinking, what if I try this? What if I try that? And so what I've been trying is actually messing around with sophisticated storage's upgrades. Sophisticated storage has quite a lot of upgrades you can do a lot of things with, and I really just haven't taken the time to kind of combine 2 mods. I've been really focused on pretty pipes, and there's a lot of things you can do with sophisticated storage. Since we're already putting these inside, I might as well use them to their full advantage. So, for example, void upgrades, the advanced void upgrade. I don't know if the normal void upgrade can do this. I didn't check. I just went immediately and grabbed the advanced version. So this just has more filtering options. I don't 100% know what that means, if it gives you more tags. But you can see we have a bad chicken egg, obsidian chicken egg in this case, and we have match NBT, match item, allow, void any, and works in GUI. So anytime that the chickens, once we get them back in here, because this was just a partial system where they were laying eggs, once they get put back in here, they will then proceed to avoid any bad eggs. So I've actually implemented that on the systems over here, and have now just replaced it to where we only need a trash can in the center. And we could technically go further with this. If we wanted to, we could have sophisticated storages, iron barrel, or even a normal barrel here where this pipe is, and over here where this pipe is, and we could actually just have a void upgrade plus a hopper upgrade to pull any bad, anything bad, right? Any bad eggs that get put in here, we could just straight up void them using a hopper upgrade and using the void upgrade. That is an option. I don't know if I fully want to do that. I'm kind of thinking I want to lean towards that, because then we could actually have less kind of pipes and stuff, and we could kind of get into the system a little bit more. But I'm actually working on removing this pipe here, which is, it works, but since this is a low rate system, like it doesn't produce a whole lot, this hopper upgrade, the advanced one in this case, does just fine with what it gets in here, and then of course the item pipes under it take it all out. So let's actually just go ahead and do what I was talking about with removing this stuff, because I want to show you guys this, and I'm gonna just go craft some stuff here real quick on camera. Actually, we do have one void upgrade. I want to grab at least one more void upgrade, and of course this will get rid of our trash cans and kind of just make this overall just a little bit better. Quickly here's the void upgrade. So this does not have match NBT, it does not have match item, any of that stuff. So definitely wanting to get the higher tier here, which just does cost a diamond, which of course we have plenty of now. So let's get this going here. So I'm actually going to set this up off of the line for right now. So once we set this, we are going to want to put in our advanced void upgrade, advanced hopper upgrade. Okay, so we are going to void bad eggs, and I actually probably need to get a bad egg. So I'm going to take the void upgrade out of here and the void upgrade out of here until I can actually get a bad egg from this batch, and then that way I will then continue on with filtering. Alright, finally got a glass egg. It actually took like 10 minutes for the glass egg to give me a bad one. Goodness gracious. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to match NBT. We're going to say quartz chicken egg and the glass chicken egg. These are allowed. They are going to be allowed on the GUI as well. And we should be able to pick this system up. Actually, hold on. We got to do one more configuration, which is the actual hopper here. So with this, you can actually see what sides are on this. So the front should be this one, right? So the north is the front. So this is the front of the barrel. So we want left to be pull, right to be pull, these to be turned off. And then we are going to, on the pull side, which is this one right here, we are going to put the bad chicken egg, allow, and we are going to say match NBT. Okay, we should be able to put this in place. Let's just take out that block here, or this pipe here. And we are just going to set this barrel. Which one was it? I forgot I had like multiple on me. So it's not this one, so it's this one. So this should pull bad chicken eggs. I'm hoping that that works. So we're not just pulling a whole bunch of chicken eggs, but we should never see the eggs actually end up in here. They should just basically immediately get voided. That's the entire purpose of this barrel. So with that, we should now be able to do the exact same thing on this side and kind of get rid of a lot of the pipes here. So let me get that side done, and then we will move on to getting this portion done the exact same way I did this one. All right, be right back. All right, so let's get this one going. I've already put the hopper upgrade in here, but I've done nothing further. Okay, so instead of match item, we're going to match tag on block, and we are going to do this. We just put any chicken egg in here, and we should be good. And we can just quickly add both tags that are on that. That doesn't really matter to me. Okay, so that is done there. So now all we need to do is on the west side, we're going to pull. On the left side, so west and east. I'm looking at this top corner here, so west and east. That is a good thing to just note, and we can then do that, and we should actually be able to take this off, and we should see no change. We should just see items coming in. And it looks like it did not work properly. Why did that not work? Pull, right? That's what I needed to do. Unless this, oh, this barrel's facing a weird direction. That's why. Hold on. I need to like stand... let's see. So this is actually north and south. That's my bad. Is that better? No? Okay, so I need to do this north and south, which is these two directions. That's my bad. But you can see that we basically pulled everything out pretty quickly. And actually, that is much quicker than I thought it was. Because, I mean, that stuff just got pulled out real quick. Okay. But that clears that up, and we actually have the ability to walk down the center of this. Of course, we still have this one to worry about, which we can actually quickly do this now. So this barrel, let's see if we can find the front of it. So the front of it looks to be right there. So doesn't really matter what we do on this side, I guess, as long as we know where the front of it is. Match tags. We're going to do this. We're going to add both. You could really just add one. You don't have to add both, but I'm just going to do that anyway. And then pull, get rid of these guys, and then get rid of this. Okay? And that should get us functioning. I don't know. There's probably some ways that we could compact this even more. I'm probably just not seeing it. I know one thing we could do is if the power was coming into the top of these, we could probably get rid of this barrel and squish these together by one. That would probably work, but I'm not going to do that because honestly, I like how this looks and how it runs right now. Yeah, I think we're gonna get this going. All right, but with that, we're gonna wrap this one up here. This is, I think, the final iteration. Anything else that I do, I may mention it briefly in an episode, but for right now, this is V2. Immediately after V1 came out, but that's the one thing I like to do is kind of just reflect and see what we could do better. And also look more into the mods that we are using, right? Pretty Pipes has a lot of different options. Sophisticated Storage has a lot of options. And there may be a lot of other things that I genuinely missed. There's a lot of mods in these mod packs. That is one of the things I will mention. If you had modular routers, if it wasn't such an expensive mod to get into, we could have totally used that, and that would have increased this system significantly because we wouldn't have to have as many blocks placed and not as like tall or wide. So there's options, definitely. So V3 may come down the line when we get modular routers, but also modular routers, if you put too many of them in an area, it can cause some lag. So I don't know if Pretty Pipes does. I guess we'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.